Well, we come now to a very sharp variation of the from, which will certainly be seen among dangerous attacking players, and that's the move to knight c6. It's lucky for us that we can play knight f3 in this position and offer transposition back into our favoured previous line. But black's idea might well be to go through with the caveman move here, g5. With this line, black's hoping to have his cake and eat it, it seems to me. He wants to play g4 and then take back on e5, free of charge. We're not going to let him. We're going to fight fire with fire by playing d4, hitting the pawn on g5. The most consistent move is g4, and now knight g5 reaches our mainline position. Well, it's difficult to see compensation for the pawn in this position for black. I mean, white's got the centre dominated, but all the same, with his knight out there on a limb on g5 and black able to chip away at the centre with moves like d6, you know, black's attack has got to be respected. Which brings us to the game Vocaturo versus Sabino Brunello, who's 2-4-5-5 at IM. And this game was played in the Italian Online Championship in December 2007. Black attacked the knight with h6, the knight dropped back to e4, and black attacked the knight once more with d5. This is the type of thing black must do in this variation to justify his pawn sacrifice. But white's not going to sit there and take it. Vocaturo exchanged on d6, and then he brought his knight out to c3. Black played bishop g7, and white played e3. Knight ge7, and now bishop d3. So, okay, around here, white is asking the very real question, well, what have you got for your pawn, mate? I don't understand it. I've got an extra pawn. I've got no particular problems with development. I'm going to castle, I'm going to play knight g3, and I'm going to try to dominate the square f5. If you want to lurch forward with advances like d5 and h5, please do so. In fact, if you don't, I'm just going to be a pawn up for nothing. So, Brunello accepted the invitation, and after castles, he went h4. But it's hard to believe in black's attack in this position. Black is even able to clear lines for his queen to come out to the attack, but white's position is fireproof. g3 was answered by h takes g3, very cold-blooded, and then bishop takes c8, fearing no ghosts. After rook takes c8, Vocaturo plays queen g4. I mean, this is the way strong players play. When they don't see anything concrete in the position, they follow through with their plan. A lot of players might become scared as white by the presence of this pawn on g3. But if Vocaturo can see no concrete threats, he just gets on with plans of his own. And another example of this can be seen in the line where black takes back with the queen. Well, white just goes queen f3. And there are simply too many threats to black's pawn structure to contemplate playing this line. So rook takes c8 was answered by queen g4, and then bishop f8 was answered by queen f5, attacking both d5 and f7. Rook c7 was answered by knight takes d5, and you see, by cold-bloodedly taking all the material on offer, white has refuted black's entire concept. Obviously there will be positions where, you know, maybe black's threatening some cheapo like rook h1 check, but here it simply doesn't work. Rook h1 check, you know, white just simply snaps it off. Queen h4 check, queen h3, and that's the end of the affair. So bishop d6 in the game, knight takes c7, black is offering material, white is taking everything. There we are, complete domination of the centre. Queen h4 looks dangerous, not so dangerous. Queen takes f7 check, the queen's come off, thank you very much, and now black is completely lost. The game finished, bishop h4, bishop f4, knight e7, this is not very interesting. White to the end is just taking material, and after rook h3, Brunello resigned. So games like that really should give black second thoughts about playing this entire variation.